who are not going to be today. Okay, let's
Acabo
yes.
la porque está grabando. Ujú. ¿Qué le dijimos?
Do you have a question, Mildred? Oh, I thought she had a question. Okay, let's start. Okay, I want to start with a little bit of the, as always, with a little bit of grammar, and I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be that long as usual, as I do before, I mean, as I did it before. But let's just go here. Let me see here, page 194. Okay, just a moment. Sorry. Okay. Well, today we're going to let's see here. Just a moment. Oh, it's 199. Sorry. Okay. Today I just want for us to know maybe how to use I wish and if only. That can help us a little bit also on mostly for writing. Actually, today we're going to see the part one of the writing test, which is how to write an essay. So it's going to be very, very important for us to know that. Okay. But, anyways, let's start with I wish and if only. Talking about the past, in this case, when you things you regret doing or not doing in the past, we can use wish or if only and the past perfect, right? For example, you can say, well, I wish I hadn't been so rude to my mother last night. So in this case, you are regretting about something that you did in the past. So remember, you can say, I wish or if only, plus past perfect is to regret about things in the past. Okay. What about talking about the present? Well, things that haven't come true now and things that might come true in the future, we use wish and if only plus past simple. Okay. For example, you can say, well, if I wish I were, that case you see, I wish, and then I use past simple. I wish I were or I was. Remember that when we use, this is something very, very important. When we use I wish or if only, with I, we can use both. We can say I wish or I was. Okay. So is your choice to use whatever you want. Okay. So you can say I wish I were or I wish I was lying on a beach somewhere instead of being here. Maybe that's what you're saying, right? In this class right now, right? But so it's something that is like expressing something that we want that it maybe is not true right now, but it might be true in the future, right? Or you can say I wish I could. In this case, you see, I wish, past simple, that's why I'm using could. I wish I could speak Japanese, right? So in this case, is just again expressing things that are not true right now, but it might be true in some future. Okay. So what I was telling you, very important. Both where and was are acceptable, but where is more formal. Okay. So when you say I wish I were, that's like more formal, right? Remember that actually, since I was telling you that today we're going to see how to write the essay. In the essay, when we write the essay, we need to use formal language. Okay, so if you are going to do an I wish or if only, then you can use I were, not I was, right? That's for the writing. In this case, writing the essay. Okay, now. Then also talking about irritating habits when we are surrounded by people that sometimes we are or get irritated by their habits, right? Mostly maybe our family members or so, right? Or even coworkers, right? So when you don't like or when you are irritated about different habits from other people, then says that things which are annoying you, right? In that case, we use wish or if only, and then we use would. Okay, for example, he wishes his daughter would wear smarter clothes, right? So that's something that is irritating you, right? So you can say, well, I wish uh, my son would clean his bathroom, right? Well, it's a bad habit that he has that he doesn't clean his room, and that's a desire that you have, and that means that you are annoying by his dirty bedroom, right? So those are the three things that I just want to see today. Again, I know that today you guys are very tired, so I just want to be very, very to the point today on things that regarding this case, this first grammar part. Any questions regarding this? Is it clear? Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now, let's go very quick today to well, I want to see today because sometimes there are some phrases that can confuse us, and that's what I want to see. This is like the vocabulary part, okay? So let's go very quick to that part, and let's see here. Okay, see here. Okay, uh, in this case, and maybe we can do this together. We can do it together and see how it works. So it says in the following sentences, there are two words or phrases which are often confused by students. Decide which one is correct, then write another sentence to show how the other words or phrases used. So, for example, let's start with Gabi, since is the first one that I have here. Gabi, can you read, please, this sentence, and maybe you can choose at the end or in the end. So maybe you can help us to decide which one do you think will be the word or the phrase. Can you start, Gabi, please? Are you there? I don't know if Gabi, I don't know who told me that. Was Silvia or Gabi that told me that she was gonna be with a baby? I forgot now. Well, I think it was Gabi, I think.
It's Gabby.
It's Gabi, okay, okay.
Gabby is always recording the class because
Okay,
she has
okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah,
baby.
I got confused with Sylvia. I don't know why. So it's Gabi. Okay, perfect. No, no. So let's start with Mildred, since I have her first here. Mildred, can you please read sentence A? Are you there, Mildred?
Yeah, yeah, I am here.
Okay, okay. Can you read the sentence A, please?
We waited for the emergency service, but at the end, our neighbor rescued us from
From the
the flood.
floods. From the
Because
floods.
my glasses.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, so well, in this case, Mildred and all of you, we might get confused with this part, right? Well, in this case, to be honest, well, the right phrase is in the end. So in the end, and that's why I mean we say at the end of the story or film or book, right? But in the end, it's like finally, right? So we waited for the emergency services, but finally, so now we need to, if you want to write it down, in the end is the same thing as saying finally. Okay, so these are things that we don't know, right? So these are very, very important things that we should be learning. And so please write it down. In the end, it's the same thing as finally, right? So, and at the end, we say, well, at the end of the book or at the end of this story, right? Or at the end of this movie. So that's something very important. Now, Jahaira, can you please help us with B, please?
Our two-way radio was, I think this is number one, invaluable during the storm.
Okay, our two-way radio was invaluable during the storm. Yeah, the thing here is that priceless means so valuable it has no price, right? So when you say that this friendship is priceless, I mean that means that it doesn't have a price, right? I mean, right? And of course, and invaluable means very useful and is usually used about something abstract like help or advice, right? So so very good, Jahaira, that's the word. Now,
Thank you.
Sylvia, can you help us with C, please?
Just give me a second
Uh-huh.
because I'm not. Um. Uh-oh. I don't know, but I cannot see the page that we are working on.
Oh no, it's just in the. Do you have your computer with you?
Uh-huh.
Can you just read it in the computer? See?
But is in the WhatsApp chat?
No,
Because
no.
I just can see you. I cannot
Oh,
see the.
you can only see me. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you cannot see what the other thing that I'm projecting the.
Yep, I was watching that, but I don't know what happened or what did I do.
Well, it says you don't see many people taking risks outdoors nowadays, or actually. What can I say, Sylvia? If I say you don't see many people taking risks outdoor nowadays, or actually, what can I say?
Actually?
Okay, well, it will be nowadays, and let me help you and all of you also why. In this case, we use nowadays when we talk about something that is happening currently, right? And please write it down, everybody. Actually, it's the same thing as saying in fact.
Okay.
Okay. So sometimes, yeah, sometimes we get confused, right? We say that actually we believe that is actualmente, right? But in reality, actually, the meaning of actually is in fact, de hecho. Okay. So there's synonyms. You can say, in fact, I am worried about, or actually, I am worried about, right? So in that case, that's something that is very, very important. Nowadays, sí significa hoy en día, right? Today. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Gaby, can you read D, please?
Gabby is with her baby.
Gaby is the one with the baby. I need to put like a baby sign here. Okay. Lindsay, can you help us with letter D, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Questions about another eruption were risen at the meeting.
In that case, it will be raised with ED. So questions about another eruption were raised at the meeting. To raise is, well, in that case, is transitive, and it means takes an object. Okay, but to rise is intransitive, and there's no object, right? So in that case, yeah, questions about another eruption raised with let me put it here for you. Is this one, okay? Raised. Okay. Yeah, in that case, most of the times when you use where, right, it follows past participle, right? So where we're raised. Actually, in that case would be past simple. We're raised. In this case, this is like a passive voice, right? Fueron alzadas. Were like expuestas. Were raised, right, at the meeting, right? So in that case, this is just a passive voice, right? Sentence. Okay. Now another one that we get so much confused is with lie and lay, right? Doesn't it happen to you guys that this is a little bit confusing? Let's say if I don't know if Susanna already participated.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I was thinking, no, not me, please.
So which one is lie or lay? I mean, like.
Hey, lay down and try to rest until the weather improves. The second one, lay.
You is the second one. Okay, let me see, because well, let me help you with this one. Let's go with this one first, okay? To lie. Let's see here. Okay. Normally, this one, lay, actually is like, for example, to lay eggs, or to lay the table, or to lay your head on a pillow. Okay. So so maybe we can write it down. So this one only works for when we say the chicken lays some eggs, right? Or we can say to lay the table is to preparar la mesa, right? Also, we can only use it to lay your head on the pillow, but only your head, right? In this case, when we say lay down, well, de acostarse, right? We use this first one. Okay. So this is kind of interesting. I know it can be kind of confusing, but el acostarse will be just this one, lie down. Okay, this one, and this one. Now we know how. Remember when I explained to you at the beginning that we need to learn the famous collocations, right? So we can say that these collocations: lay eggs, or lay the table, or also lay your head on the pillow, right? So this is words that are very, very confusing for us, right? So that's why it's very, very important for us to know. Okay, for example, F. Maria Paula, can you help us with F? Tell me or say me. This one is easy, right? Maria Paula, are you there?
Sorry, but Maria Paula is Mildred.
Oh,
It's
Maria Paula is
because
Mildred. Okay.
I was with my cell phone, but I couldn't read.
Don't worry. Okay.
And
So what is
my
it?
daughter helped me. Let's try to read. Tell, say. Tell me the story about how you coped after the earthquake.
Very, very good. Yeah, tell me. These ones are very easy, right? I think that the other ones like the more difficult. Like this one, for example. Gee, I am an excellent outdoor.
This is
what?
the easier.
Yeah, this one is this from F to K are very easy. For example, tell me, G, I am an excellent outdoor cook, right? Cook, remember, is también cocinero, right? So cook. H, my camping gear was what can I say there?
Stolen.
Stolen, right? Stolen. What about I damaged or injured my leg when I was running for shelter. Collocation. There's a collocation.
Injured.
Injured, yeah. J, my friend was very sympathetic or friendly when I was running, when I broke.
Sympathetic.
Sympathetic, because sympathetic in this case, this one is very interesting. Sympathetic is when somebody really understands you, exactly what you're going through, right? For example, if you
like a person who shows sympathy, like simpatía
exactly
in Spanish.
Yeah, it's the same thing in Spanish, right? So, and friendly, just like, oh yeah, that guy is friendly, right? But sympathetic is somebody that really helps you with something, right? That person is really with you in that moment, right? Okay, and the last one, Jean is so sensible or sensitive that she cries whenever she watches a disaster movie.
Sensible.
In that case, it will be sensitive. Sensitive. Let me. I forgot about that one. Let me tell you about that. I thought I had it here, but let me see. I don't know why I forgot about that one. Let me check it here in the Cambridge Dictionary very quick. Okay, sensible means that you have a good judgment or are very practical. So, sometimes the most sensible thing is to ignore what people say and look in the facts. And in this case, sensitive is related to feelings. Kind of interesting, right? So sensitive is related to feelings, right? And sensible means that you have a good judgment or a very or are very practical. So whenever we're talking about feelings, it will be always sensitive. Okay. So this is, I know this is kind of a slow, but it's very, very important, right? For us to understand the differences between these words. Sometimes we get confused a lot, right, with this. And I think that for the test, if we know the differences of these words, it will be a great help. Okay. So any questions regarding this?
Everything's
Everything
good.
clear? Okay, good, good.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. Okay. Well, let's go. Remember, we have seen part one. Remember part one of the reading and use of English. Can somebody remember how was that part? You guys remember part one of the reading and use of English test?
The one where you have to choose among 4 options to
Excellent.
complete a
Yeah.
text.
Excellent. So there's a text with 8 different gaps. You need to choose A, B, C, or D. Remember, we have already seen what to study for that part. Very good. Remember part two? What was part two of the reading and use of English test? It's very similar, but there is a very small difference.
They don't give us options.
Excellent, excellent. Susana is also an 8 gap text, but in this case, they don't give us any option. Based on our grammar knowledge, we need to know if we're gonna put a preposition or a model, or remember all the parts that we need to study. Excellent. Do you guys remember number 3? It's one of the easiest ones. Remember that we need to use suffix or prefix. Remember to change the word into a noun or into a verb or into an adverb. Remember that one? That's part 3. Remember part 4 that we saw last week? Do you remember what was it about?
That you have to change, like you have to say the same with different words.
Exactly, exactly, right? They give us a sentence, they give us a keyword, remember? And we need to use, using that keyword, we need to use exactly or change the sentence, but it has to have the same meaning, right? Of the first one. In my opinion, that would be like maybe like the most difficult part, right? And today we're going to see part 5. So believe it or not, we are over with use of English. Now we're going to focus a lot on reading. Okay, so let me explain to you then part 5. Okay, okay, let's go here very quick. Okay, so part 5. This one, maybe we are very used to this one because it's like the normal multiple choice exercises that we know. Okay, so in this case, well, let me read it to you. It says, in this part of the reading and use of English paper, you are tested on a detailed understanding of the text. And I'm going to underline this because this is something very, very, very important. So again, yeah, you are tested on a detailed understanding of the text. Why is that? Okay. Sometimes we need to even read it twice because most of the times, maybe we might even find that 2 of them are very similar, or maybe 2 of them are the answer. So we need to be careful because they really are, they're gonna be checking your understanding on details. It says here, for more information and advice on multiple choice text, consult exam folder 10. Well, in that case, let me explain to you. So you are going to read an extract from a newspaper article. In this case, it's a newspaper article. Skim. Do you guys remember what is skim? To skim a text, do you guys remember what that is?
Look for details.
Skim it is actually read it very fast. Read that
faster,
very fast.
yes.
Yeah, like just take the ideas. When you say scam, scam is just looking at different words, right? Just maybe to you to understand maybe the main idea. But skim is reading very fast. Why do we need to read very fast here? Remember that for the whole test, we only have 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we definitely need to start reading fast, right? And to really understand what the main, or well, just what the answers are, right? Something is going to help us a lot here is that, for example, normally when you find the answer, let's say that, oh, this is the text. I already sent it to you on WhatsApp. I don't know if you saw it. Let's say that answer number 1 is here. I'm just giving just an example. Well, if answer number 1 is here, that means that I don't need to read again. That means that answer number 2 might be after that one. So I mean, all the answers are in order. For example, if answer number 2 is here, then I need to continue with the other part. Answer number 3 is not going to be here in the right. So everything, all the answers are in order, except the last one. Except the last one. So in this case, you see, we have 6 different questions, right? So answer number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all in order, okay? But number 6 can be anywhere in the text. So be careful on this part 5 of the reading and use of English test, okay? So,
So teacher,
well,
always
yes.
from 1 to 5 in order. Okay.
Always. Actually, sometimes they will even give you the number of the lines. Like in this case, number 3 says, what does the writer mean by the phrase, what I am up to, in lines 38 to 39? So sometimes they might even give you the lines where you need to find the text, right? In this case, for example, you'll see it's over here. You see line 38, they even give you line 38 and 39, right? So it's here, right? You can check it on your WhatsApp is when he says he, however, is only interested, right? So if you want, let's see if can you guys see the computer and then also check your cell phones, or some of you are listening the lesson in the cell phone? Do we have here people using or seeing this video in their cell phones and not in the computer?
I am using the computer.
I am using the computer too.
So all of you are using the computer.
Me
Okay,
too.
perfect. Perfect. So what I'm going to do, and let's see how much or how long we might take. I'm going to say, well, in reality, we have like 7 minutes to do this exercise, but I'm going to time you in 5 minutes, okay? Let's see if we can do it in 5 minutes. So in your WhatsApp, I send you the text in order. Everything is in order. If you can check your WhatsApp, you see this is the text. So this is the first paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, and the last paragraph. Okay, everything is in order, all the paragraphs. So so you have already the text there. You have the text there, and I'm just going to show you the questions. Okay, what happened here? No, this is not the one. Let's see here. Okay, let's see what happened here. No, it's here. So I'm just going to show you the questions, and you can read it on your cell phones. Are we clear with that? Maybe we can start with this, at least with part 1, 2, and 3. And then when you finish 1, 2, and 3, then I can go up to 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So let's put the timer also. Is it clear, or do you have any questions? Is it clear?
Yes, no
Okay.
questions.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. So let's start right now. Try to read the text, try to skim it, right? To read it very, very fast, and then let's go with the questions, okay? So let's see if we can do it in 5 minutes. If not, don't worry, okay? We just practicing, right? So you guys can start right now. Let me know, please, if when I need to put it up, right? The questions.
Teacher, can you send like a screenshot of these questions later?
Sure, definitely, I will. Actually, if you want, let's see if I can send you right away at least 1, 2, and 3. Let's see. Let me just send very, very quick, at least for you guys to have it right now. Actually, we have one minute left. So meanwhile, I put those screenshots on your WhatsApp. Let's disconnect right away, and then we can connect again. Please, well, or remember, we still have some time to do this activity. But if you want, let's start connecting, and then you can keep on reading. So hopefully by next week we will have it. The Zoom will have it now for all the time that we want. Okay, so I think this is going to be the last time that we're going to be doing this. So again, I'm sorry for that. So You can disconnect right now and let's connect right away, please. Okay.
Don't worry, but we don't have the questions.
Yes, let me send you the
Okay.
questions right now. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Bye.